Welcome back. So, yesterday we spoke about choice, chance, and change. Now, today I want us to focus on the what, the why, and the how. Make a choice to take a chance, or life will never change. Making a choice is choosing, making sure we prioritize. We make a choice for ourselves to reclaim our personal power. And then the change is that we move. We don't just talk about it, we be about it. We take action. Faith without works is dead. So once we move, then God will show us where to go. Our path will be lit up. We'll have people and resources to do the things that we say we want. And then, of course, the change will come, transformation. And I think you heard me say this before. There's a little bit of a difference between change and transformation. Change is water going to ice. That means when that ice is put in a certain temperature, it will come back to itself. It will revert back to its original form. Transformation, when transformation happens, is when that water turns into steam. There is no coming back from that, correct? So change is the first step to transformation. And what do you want is, I want you to, I know some people, when I talk to them, they're not sure what they want. They've been doing for others for so long, they're not sure what it is that I want. And like I mentioned to you in the other video, take a moment to just write down some things, to do some journaling, and then prioritize that list that you come up with. So that's the what part of it. Make sure you make yourself a priority. Figure out what you want. Now we're going to talk about why. Why is it important for you to choose yourself in this season? Why is it important for you to consider that what you want, your happiness, is important, as well as taking care of everybody else? Why is it important for you to carve out time for yourself? And then how? The how is going back to the action, to the change. It's about taking action consistently, disciplining yourself, putting yourself, your priorities, your needs, your happiness, your joy, your wants, putting those on the calendar. Yes, it's not going to happen if you don't put yourself on the calendar. And then stick to it. If you can't afford to take 15 to 20 minutes of a 24-hour day to do something for yourself, to breathe, to expand your awareness so you can believe bigger for a life that you deserve, that your children deserve to see you live, then you really don't have a life. And I'm encouraging you right now to take some time to focus on you, to give something more to your children, give a bigger legacy than exhaustion, overworking, living in an impoverished state. And an impoverished state does not always have to be that you don't have enough money, because a lot of people have a lot of money and they're still living an impoverished state. Poverty is a mindset. If you don't have enough money, as Dave Chappelle would say, his dad, he came to his dad and said, why are we poor? Because of where they were living. And his dad told him, we are not poor, we are broke. Because poverty is a mindset, and anyone that desire to have something more can move out of that mindset and move into living a luxury life. So don't let anyone tell you that you are in poverty. It's a mindset, and it's time for you to decide that you want to show your children how you will no longer be broke. You will not leave that legacy, because you will take the time to do what you need to do for you. Yes? Yes, yes? Okay, so think about how I can support you. Because my platform is all about uplifting those who uplift our children. So how can I support you? How can I help you to reclaim your personal power so you can multiply your time, your income, and your impact? And the biggest thing of this is, the belief is your future is already funded. Yes, it's already funded. I remember like 10 years ago, I invested in a business, and I put all of my life savings that I had saved up until that point. And it was heartbreaking for me to lose that, the money I invested, and also not to be a part of the business. But it's okay. I learned a lesson. I can live there, or I can choose to recreate a different future for myself. And I'm wondering, what type of future are you creating for yourself? Are you constantly looking back with regret and guilt and shame? Or are you looking forward to using everything that in some sense you thought you will never outlive, or you'll never get over? Look at you now. You're here. And because you're here, that means you get to choose a different life. That means you get to change where you came from. Where you were is not who you are. What happened to you is not who you are today. You made it. And it's time for you to move into that next level. What is that next level for you? What is your future self calling you towards? And tomorrow we're going to go into an exercise. The next video, we're going to go into an exercise that will help you to start reframing, recreating no longer his story, but walking in her story, changing that story. History, right? No. His story, no. Her story. What do you want? What is that thing that you want to create moving forward? Yeah, and I think that's it for today. So like, subscribe, follow, share, because we are the birthing place of nation. Women, mothers, we are the birthing place of nation, and the next generation need us to show them that anything that we want, that they want, is possible, because they're going to see it through us. We are not going to settle for good, because we deserve great. And I am an example of someone who's been through a lot, and you'll hear my story unfold. With every video, I'm going to share a little bit of myself, because I've been an educator since 2000. Yeah, 2000. And I've done adult education, and I've also done early childhood education. And I love what we can do as women. I love what we can do as teachers, as educators, as trailblazers, as legacy leaders. You are a legacy leader. So let go and let's go, because your future is already funded. See you in the next video.